Houlihan's Painting Party. This ain't your daddy's painting class. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mary Houlihan.
Mary Houlihan's Painting Party.
Woo!
Yeah, bitch. We're doing this. This ain't your daddy's painting class.
Like yesterday.
Yesterday you said you'd call Sears.
Another scorcher.
Cool.
Hello! Hi, everyone. Hi, Mary. Hi, Happy. Hello, Happy. Pew, pew, pew. Woof. Forrest, get on the horn.
Hello?
What's this about a tattoo?
Oh, yeah, we've got
Come
a
on.
tattoo.
That's so cool. Wow. Great job, Alice. You're now the coolest person in the world. What? Is this real? Or is it from Jeff Bezos and it's fake and that's why you're saying thanks for nothing, Bezos? So this is a real tat. This is a real tat of the mousekeeping mouse.
That's my understanding, yeah, is that it's a real tattoo.
Oh my god.
Okay, looks like the stream had frozen for a little bit, but it's
thank
back now.
God. Oh, thank God. All right, where's... Ooh! Sounds like a great time to do some mousekeeping. What's mousekeeping? I say at the top of the show what the gist of the show is. I paint, you paint, or draw, or whatever. The theme today is horror, okay, Halloween much. And share your art online with hashtag Mary Painting Party, and we'll share your art, or also share pictures of your tattoo, and we'll screen share that as well. And with no further ado, here come ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-da, do-do-do-do-do, ba-ba.
Yeah, bitch.
My guests, Maritza, Montañez, and Felipe, Depoy. Woo! Hey guys.
It's good to be here.
Hello.
Maritza,
Yeah.
were you traveling in recent months?
Oh, I was.
Because I look at the Insta stories. I look at them.
Yeah. I went.
Dish.
Oh, hell yeah. I went to California because I had not seen my family in a minute, like everyone. And then I went at the end of that month. I went to Maine, a harbor, which is apparently like a big old destination. But I was sort of enlisted to help hang out with a friend of the family's kids, which is a blast.
Wait, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
And if this is bad to talk about, you can tell me.
No.
What do you know about Improv House?
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Because
that's
that
a
was
really
in
good
Maine,
question.
right?
That was in Maine. And
So when you mentioned Maine, I perked up for a second.
Oh wait, was it in Maine?
Felipe, do you know what Improv House is?
No, what is it?
That's a good question.
Take it away.
I'm
Take
still
it
a
away.
little fuzzy on it.
Is it spicy?
Luckily,
Yeah.
it's spicy.
Damn.
I didn't do it, and so I probably shouldn't talk about it because it wasn't mine. But I know people who did it, and it would take very little investigating to figure out which of my friends did it. But Improv House was like an online reality show that I think was on Facebook Live. It was Vermont. Forrest says it was Vermont, and I think that's true. I believe that's true because Forrest said it. Why would you lie? And basically, it was like a reality show on like Facebook Live or Instagram Live, something like that. A streaming reality show in which they took real life improvisers, mostly from New York, and had them temporarily move to a house in Vermont. Like, I want to say last summer, mid-pandemic.
Oh, this is really recent.
Yeah, very recent. Summer of 2020. And the whole deal was that they would go there to improvise together. And they would have shows periodically online. And it ended pretty fast, I think.
What happened?
There's
still not
drama.
there was some drama for sure, though I'm not entirely sure what it all was. I think someone wanted to like leave early, or someone was asked to leave early for not being funny enough or something. But it wasn't like a competitive reality show. It was like, we're just gonna come here and do improv. So that's wild. No, I don't. I was gonna say I wish that was what I was traveling for. But I don't.
No.
I wouldn't do well in that kind of stress.
I would run away. I would get lost in the woods.
Right? I would send a polite email being like, no, thank you.
If you get invited to go to Vermont during COVID, I feel like have to do all that, just kind of hang out.
Right. Like, it's like, what are you going to do up there? And I don't know what they did. Other than improvise.
That's why there's so much drama, because there was nothing to do.
Exactly. Also, I might wind up changing my mind, but I decided to try doing a little collage-y thing. I'm going to try to make a spider on top of this slightly spooky background that I found in a magazine.
I also changed my mind. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, or if it can come up.
Oh, she's scared.
I'm gonna make a goblin in 3D.
Oh my god.
I've been wanting to do more 3D, and I figured maybe this was the time.
Yeah.
I'm making a goblin.
What's this, Maya?
This is Blender.
Blender.
It's
Nice.
free. That's why I use it.
Oh. I took a Maya class when I was younger.
You ever do it?
Yeah, I made a little tune about a bunny rabbit, and he wants to get ice cream from the ice cream truck, but wouldn't you know it, the ice cream truck driver is rude to him and never gives him ice cream.
Aww.
Yep, I know, yeah. So that was sort of the crux of the story. I am painting... Where is she? Bride of Chucky. Hello. She's so beautiful. Oh my god.
Her eyebrows are amazing.
Gorgeous eyes. A little beauty mark. Who could resist?
Would
Chucky
you say
is so lucky.
Would you say that Bride of Chucky has 90s style or early 2000s style?
I think, yeah, early 2000s, perhaps.
Mm-hmm. She feels, and I don't know if this is silly to say because she has her own movie, but she feels very The Craft to me.
Oh, sure, yeah.
What does that mean?
Mm-hmm. There was that movie, The Craft, and it was
about
I think it was a
teen
90s
girls,
one,
right?
being witches.
They do witchy stuff. And they're
Mhm.
like
But it was
hot.
Scary, if I remember.
They're like
correctly.
hot girls, and they're like wearing dark colors and dark lipstick, and they're freaking badass.
I feel like she kind of reminds me of someone I would have seen at like a bar that's playing like Guns N' Roses in Connecticut, like when I was in middle
sure.
school. Like that's kind of...
I think that's true.
Let's see. Well, you know, another little piece of mousekeeping that I didn't get to because I was so excited to bring on my esteemed guests is that, you know, you can support the show at planetscum.live. It's true. There's a little PayPal link at that URL. You can give us $1, $2, or $3, or whatever. I have funny screenshots of me and my dog. Not screenshots. What's the word?
Pictures?
Yes! I'll sign a picture of us and ooh, yeah, I'll mail that to you. A headshot, not a screenshot. So yeah, if you donate, I don't know, what do you think, 10, 15, 20? And you say, Mary, I donated enough that I think I should get a little prize in the mail, then you should email me your receipt. And I'll say, okay, and then I'll mail you stuff. At maryhoulihanxoxo@gmail.com. And also, of course, you can get merch at planetscum.live/merch. Does anyone know why my music app keeps opening? I think I'm doing something to my headphones. I think I'm pressing a tiny button that's triggering my Apple Music to open.
Oh.
And I don't know how to stop this.
What's playing?
I might have a play button. Nothing.
But what's nothing? What do you mean? You said something's
What?
playing?
It's just the program opens. Makes my computer lag. Totally ruins the rhythm of my amazing hosting. You know, so that's sort of what I'm going through. Oh, interesting.
When I finish my goblin, could I put it up on planetscum.live as an NFT?
Yes. I don't totally understand what that means, full disclosure. I know NFTs are things that you can buy, and people are mad about them because they're not real.
People are definitely mad about them. People can say he's a goblin so far.
Oh, so could you put it on the merch store? And then people could buy it with dollars or Bitcoin or...
That's right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think we could do that.
Okay. Yeah, they would have to use Bitcoin. And it would be valued really high.
What do you guys like more, Bitcoin or Ethereum?
I'm not familiar with the second one, so I'm going to say that one because it has a pretty name.
It does have a pretty name.
Gorgeous, yeah.
Ooh, ethereal.
It makes me think of ether, which is like an aesthetic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did either of you have to work with fruit flies in high school? In like biology class?
I didn't do that.
I want to say yes, but I don't remember why. What's the experiment?
I can't remember except that we put them in a little container, and then we would I was gonna say then we would color them in, but that's what I'm doing.
Oh, sure.
But we would cover it with ether at one point so that they would pass out, and I don't remember the purpose. So this just sounds really cool when I say it like this. I wish I remembered.
I remember we got owl pellets. Did you do that?
I love
And
that.
I think they might be cruelty free. I think it's just stuff that owls barf up, right? And then you pick through their barf and you try to find skeletons of smaller animals that they gobbled up.
Yeah, we had to do
So
that.
that's science.
And then with the skeletons, we would have to like pick out the skeleton and try to reassemble the rat. Which again sounds really gross, but I did love it, if I'm being perfectly honest.
I remember I got a bad grade on my disgusting owl thing.
Oh. Was it like a failing bad or like a oops bad?
I think it was, I forget, maybe it was a C or even a D. I think it was like my worst grade I had ever gotten at that point. And I was like, what? Huh? my whole concept of reality was totally broken. I was like, who am I now? Etc.
Were you guys good students?
Yes and no.
Same. I had my moments. I was very good at school until high school, and then I was still mostly good at school. Like I was good at like testing, which is a silly type of skill. But in high school, I think I like took on too much stuff at once and started being like a bad student. So I was like still in advanced classes, but I would just like not do homework.
You were a bad student because you were doing too many extracurriculars.
I think so.
That's like the good reason. You know what I mean? That's like still good.
Right. Like
You
it was
weren't-
like, oh, I gotta get into college.
Right.
Though also the extracurriculars a lot of the time were just like it was like band, and I was like, I don't want to. I want to play flute 3 hours a day. I don't want to do my biology homework.
Wow.
Wow. Cool. Kid.
It was something.
I had an
about you,
attitude
Victor?
problem.
Oh.
So I was, a total brain in G&T classes, solving all these mind benders and shit. And I was like, whatever. I don't even care. And so then in high school, I started getting worse grades because those classes were harder and you had to study. You couldn't just show up and be like, fuck you, I'm smart. So that was sort of what I was up to. And yeah, I was doing a bit of extracurriculars. Glug, glug, glug. Those are drugs and alcohol.
Oh. I wildly didn't do drugs or alcohol very much. And my mom would always think that
You're
I had.
telling me
She'd
the
always
girl
be
who
like,
played flute 3 hours a day didn't party?
Good point.
Sorry.
No. I know. In retrospect, I'm like, wait, no one is surprised.
Huh?
Oh. But the one time she didn't ask, the one time my mom wasn't like, did you do drugs at that party? Was the only time that I had. Not drugs, alcohol. And then I felt very guilty and didn't drink again until I was like 20. Yeah.
Felipe, what was your flavor?
I didn't really. I was always a good student, but I didn't really party until the very end of high school because I was not. I was too scared of drinking and doing drugs, and then at the end, I started drinking, and I started having parties at my house, and I was like Great Gatsby for 1 year.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
You
then
must have been so cool. I bet you
'cause
were getting high fives in the hallway.
No, I wasn't doing that, but I was getting 5-5s at the parties in my house.
Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I had the cool house because my parents let us drink. So that's sort of my contribution.
That's a
Wow.
big one. I don't. None of my friends had like the parents who'd let you drink, as far as I know. But my sisters, or one of my sisters is 8 years older than me, and I know who was like the kid whose parents let them drink her year, like when she was in high school. His name was Al. That was the parent.
Oh. Was he cool?
I think so. It was like he was
Oh.
also like, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I don't remember if he let them drink or if it was just like, my door's always open. It's always unlocked. You can come watch movies whenever you want. Which I think is pretty cool. And there was a rumor that he was sleeping with the AP English teacher. The man, the parent.
This guy's cool. I like him.
Right? He was really cool.
What are you guys being for Halloween?
I don't know. I always choose it too late.
Hmm.
Sam, I haven't thought about it until right now. I probably won't do this because I don't think I can get it together in time.
Mm-hmm.
But I've often thought that Mary Poppins would be a really excellent Halloween costume because it really prepares you for the elements. Let's get Alan painting party.
Oh, sure. So you want, any costume where a big purse and an umbrella is required.
Could be really
All
good.
right.
Yeah, my philosophy is that a Halloween costume should be comfortable and make you look cute. I'm kind of anti like big complicated ones
Hmm.
in my own life. What about you, Mary?
I have two that I want to do.
Ooh.
So, I'm not sure. Will I wear both of them to different things? I don't know. Costume number 1 is Guy Fieri.
So it's like Garfield and Guy Fieri.
No. Just Guy Fieri.
Oh, I thought it was
Garfield.
Gar Fieri.
Nah. Just Guy.
Something to think about.
Yeah.
Gar Fieri could be funny.
Yeah. So I had my heart set on being Guy Fieri. I was watching Guy's Grocery, whatever, TV show. And I said, yes, that is what I want to look like. And then I saw someone had a Minion lawn ornament. And then I was like, oh my God, I have to be a Minion. So I guess I'll try to be both on different days.
I think that's a good call. That was something I didn't think about as a kid, is like, if you go to enough places, you can have multiple Halloween costumes. Or should.
Do you guys hear the government says it's safe to trick or treat this year?
I actually hadn't heard that.
Yeah, I saw it on the news.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I wish I could still do it.
Same.
What was the last year you guys trick or treated?
That's a good question. I can't remember. I feel like I must have gone as a teen with my cousins.
Yeah. I think I went as a teenager, maybe frosh year. I feel like you could get away with it then in like a haha, we're so random type way. Yeah.
Oh. I'm making a spider. Its little spider legs. I realized I'm making them all the same angle. But they have legs on both sides of their body. So I'll have to adjust.
At Horde Jedi, will you tell us more about living next to Guy Fieri? Yeah, I guess that's true. It's fucking dope.
There it is.
Oh my gosh.
Gotta give him a body though.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, wow.
What's happening?
We got an update on the Guy Fieri house. And
He was
it's-
drunk a lot in a not fun way, it seemed, but I never met him, so I can't confirm. My friends played gigs for him, and they said that he was drunk and aggro. He stayed in the same city he grew up in after he got famous, and just planted huge trees to block his mansion from sight.
You know, at first I thought it's good to stay in this, you know, stay humble. But then the end of that story, he didn't stay humble.
Yeah.
I know. I had the same thought where I was like, oh, that's sweet that he stayed in the neighborhood. Oh, Guy.
It just shows you don't have to move to Hollywood to go all Hollywood on everybody.
It's true.
People forget that. Maritza, what you reading?
Ooh, what am I reading? I'm reading Say Nothing by Patrick Radden Keefe, which is a like history of this like murder during the Troubles in Ireland.
Oh, right.
Yeah. It came out a while ago, like a few years back, but I'd heard good things for a really long time, and then I finally was like, you know what, I'm going for it. And it is really a very well-written book. So highly recommend to everyone.
Nice. Is your
it's very-
store selling Dave Eggers' exclusive small bookstore book?
Yeah, and honestly, some of the covers look cool. I don't know if you heard about how they all have different covers.
I had not.
I guess I'm maybe not every single one has a different cover. I'm sure they cycle through a few, but some of them have this cool cover that is like, it looks like the cover of like a pulpy novel from like the 50s, where it
that's cool.
has that style, and there's like
Yeah.
a man with no eyes. It's very creepy. And then all the others have like this weird symbol from the Circle story that it is about, or whatever. I'm not very familiar with the book, wildly.
So he came out with a book that's only in small bookstores?
So Amazon can't sell it yet.
Yet, but they will.
I think that they will be able to eventually, I believe, but he gave us like a big ol' lead on it, by us being the stores across the country.
Last week, one of the guests was my friend who works at McSweeney's.
Ooh.
And so he was busy with launch week for the big book.
It's so wild. I was tempted to buy it, even though I've never really been a Dave Eggers reader. I was just like, they all have different covers, and that might be enough for me.
I liked his books when I was a teen, when I was a cool teen.
Yeah, me too.
And then I think I went through a phase where I was like, no, that's like lame to like him because he's popular or something. I don't know. But then, maybe a year or two ago, I read one of his newer books and I said, this is good. And then I read another one of his newer books and I said, you know what, this guy's good. Popular for a reason. Come on.
That's the thing. Sometimes things are popular for a reason. Sometimes they're very good.
I really liked his first book when I was a teenager.
Oh yeah. Heartbreaking work of staggering genius.
Yeah,
That's right.
funny title too.
There's the whole section about auditioning for the real world. I liked that.
Yeah.
Ooh, someone has a fun reality show idea.
Oh my god. We had, you know, like a role-playing episode where we played the circle and people, you know, picked their avatar photos and stuff like that in advance of the episode.
That's so fun.
It was pretty fun.
I thought I would hate that show.
Oh, I love it.
It was so fun.
It's about people becoming friends.
Right?
That's the one where they can only talk through the through like the screen.
Mm-hmm.
I saw all of it. Well, no, I saw like half of it, and then at a certain point, I was like, "I'm gonna skip through," and then I skipped to the end.
Nice. Yeah, I went ham on Circle.
I think maybe the most interesting moment of that show was when they had them all do a party in their respective houses.
Yeah.
Because it showed just how like convoluted the premise was, and also how kind of sad it was in a way. And watching these people have like fake fun was, yeah, a really interesting moment.
It really was, because it makes me go like, wait, are they having fun? Like, I was like, I never really danced like that on my own in my apartment. Like, you wiggle around.
Well, I always thought that they had like production people around them that they were actually hanging out with. Because I thought if you were alone for that many days, you'd get depressed. You'd get like pretty serious depression. So
Yeah.
I can only imagine that the camera people would like hang out with them, or that they even like had some time to go outside and do stuff, because you can't just be by yourself.
Well, I mean, they of course get access to the rooftop jacuzzi.
That's right.
And the gym.
That little yoga room.
Yeah.
Do you all think you would do well on the Circle?
No.
No, you have to be a specific kind of charismatic. I don't think I am.
I think I would get too in my head. I would get really worked up about, I'm in third place this week? What does that mean? Oh, no. Do they actually have my back? Oh no! Yeah, I think I would be driven to madness, and my game would totally suffer.
Oh.
From
You wouldn't
being
keep a
mad.
level head.
No.
You wouldn't stay cool.
No.
That's fair. It does seem so stressful.
Speaking of stressful, a cool way to get rid of stress is to check out our merch store at planetscum.live/merch. Woo! You could get that shirt, you could get that shirt. Come on, get a little shirt. Alice, I can't believe you got the mousekeeping mouse. Tell us everything. That's a good question. Who would play who in the film version of this weekly live stream? Aw. Yeah, it is really good. Props. Do you guys have tats or what?
No tats. I'm always like, I'm gonna do it, but I never do it, and I think it might be too late.
And I also don't have them.
I don't have them.
Oh. It's exciting.
What are the odds?
Mm-hmm. My roommate has lots of really fun, cool ones. She has one of a farfalle noodle.
Oh, cool. That's one of my favorite noodles.
It's so good. It's also one of her favorites, which is
Because, you know, it has little pockets where all the sauce gets in.
exactly. That's pretty neat.
I'm not a fan.
A farfalle or pasta?
No, farfalle. They're actually my least favorite noodle, and I'm not just saying that. I'm not just saying that to make conversation. Like, I really have thought about it.
Wow.
Something about the
Wow.
texture.
Which noodles are your fave?
I really like the ones that are like, I don't know what they're called, but they're sort of like curly. Like they have kind of, they're like straight, but they have a kind of
Rotili?
curl to them.
Rotili? Rotini?
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah, those are dope. Those and farfalle are my faves. I'm going to tell you guys something that I've never told anyone before because it's so controversial and people are, they're totally going to hate on me once I reveal this about myself. I don't like the spaghetti-shaped pastas. Spaghetti, fettuccine, angel hair. Oh, it's too long and skinny and the sauce gets on your shirt really easy. No thanks. I want little pieces that you put in your mouth and you chomp, chomp, chomp. But hey, that's just me.
I sometimes buy spaghetti and stuff like that, but I mostly get annoyed by it because of, I feel like there's more splashing from sauce and stuff
Totally.
than with other pastas. Oh gosh, I'm making a mess.
Long fat noodles I think are okay. I like the Chinese noodles. Those fat ones.
Like a broad noodle.
Penne, I like penne, sure. I like udon. That's actually really smart. And I hadn't really considered that maybe I should be having lighter colored sauce when I'm having skinny pasta. Because, my problem is I have red sauce with the skinny pasta and it gets all over my shirt. Ugh! But if I just had butter and a little bit of parm, I probably wouldn't even notice all the little splashes I make. So I'll try it out.
I have ruined many shirts with pasta.
It's hard. Forrest, what you got there?
I've got some viewer art.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
So good.
Nice. Oh my, look at all the blood on Riley Soliner. Oh my goodness. Spooky and booty.
That's fair, Alice.
I feel tempted to get, I guess I want to call them ironic tattoos. But that, I feel like that sounds stupid. Like, ironic tattoo, ironic clothes, hipster, blah, blah, blah. But, like, I feel like I notice more, like regular ladies, like ladies who aren't, like, cool rocker types, and they have, they have, like, stars, or a Pink Panther, or, I don't know, kind of like tacky tattoos, and I think they look kind of fun when they age and like the lines thicken. I think there's something charming about them, and I think I kind of want that kind of look, maybe, but I shouldn't.
You could.
Could work.
Honestly, I'm scared of getting a dog tattoo because dogs go to heaven one day. And that'd be so sad. That's a good point, Alice, that all tattoos become ironic over time. I remember when I was a young person, when I was in college, and I was friends with all these tattoo maniacs, and they were all sleeved up and like aspiring tattoo artists, and they were all saying that you gotta get traditional style Sailor Jerry type tattoos, or maybe Japanese style tattoos, because they've been in fashion for decades and decades, and it's guaranteed it'll look good and it's not lame. And nowadays, I feel like those kind of tattoos, they're so everywhere, and they just feel very like 2010 or something. When you see people with roses and shit like that.
Yeah, I feel like if I did get one, and like it would not be a traditional one. I could be like, oh, I want something nice but not too serious. And like fun.
Mm-hmm.
I already know. There's a friend of mine, or a person I knew in art school, and I really like the drawings. And I already have the drawing. I know what it would be. But it's just a matter of pulling the trigger.
What would it be?
She drew this, like, it almost looks like Porky Pig, but it's like a little messed up. It's like a sort of messed up Porky Pig.
That's fun.
I'm into it.
I really like her drawings, but I just get scared. And also, it's a big enough expense. Like, it's expensive enough that because I don't really want it,
Yeah.
I never do it.
Right.
It's like I really have to want it, and it'll be like $100 or something. It's like, well, there's other stuff that I really want. That's $100.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point.
I signed up to get a tattoo for free once. Through like some friend worked for some magazine. I want to say, I forget what magazine, and they were doing like a video for their website, being like, let's get people who have no tattoos and give them a tattoo on camera. And I don't know why I was like, okay, I'll do it. They were like, it would be an inch, like a very small tattoo. And then they canceled the day of, and I was so relieved. Because I was like, oh no, do I really want to do this?
I won a free tattoo over quarantine, and they flaked on me. So, I didn't really follow up.
Hey, Mary,
Yeah?
we have some more viewer art.
No way. Oh! Okay, scary much?
This is so good.
Feeling 6 feet tall.
Are there regulars in the chat, Mary?
Oh, yeah. This girl, Alex, she lives in Australia. It's the morning there. Can you believe?
I can.
She says, are there regulars? And I think there's supposed to be an implied scoff. Are there regulars?
I see.
I respect that.
Malia, I think it's mostly regulars, and then I think there's people who watch a lot but are too scared to ever comment, TBH. So I guess they're regulars too. Yeah, this is like church. It's like church for people.
There he is.
Oh, wow.
Like his little belly.
I'm working on the crotch right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Oh. One time I accidentally said crotch when I meant groin about a soccer player pulling a muscle. This is like, I was like younger than everyone else in the room, and I felt very embarrassed.
Oh.
Oh, she's amazing.
So hot.
Hey, Mary, we've got more viewer art from Noah.
Oh my god! Frankenstein's monster. Okay, cool much.
It's amazing. Also kind of fun to think about how he's stitched the stitch on the forehead.
Oh yeah. Literally stitched.
Ha ha ha.
Have you guys seen the Babadook?
No.
I did.
I just saw it for the first time.
How do y'all like it?
I kind of liked it. I think I kind of felt a little bit annoyed watching it. Like, not the feeling of like, ooh, I'm so suspensed, I can't wait to see what happens, but more like, come on, get out of their house already. Like, I felt like it was like going on too long. And I was like, are they gonna get rid of this guy or what? That was sort of how I was feeling. I think overall I liked it.
I remember it was like such a big deal, and then I saw it, and I think everyone was like, "Oh, it's what's interesting about it is it's like not just a monster, like it represents something." And then the thing it represents is so obvious right away that I didn't feel like it was that interesting. I was like, "Oh, I get it right away."
Yeah, I feel like I remember hearing about it in that way, and I was like, I feel like a lot of horror movies have a little bit of allegory or something
Yeah.
along those lines. I do want to watch it so that I know.
What's the allegory? Like, I could think of a couple things, maybe, but I didn't realize that there was like a, or if there was a, this is a film about blank.
Well, I guess, can I give spoilers?
Yes.
I mean, I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember it being like it's her grief or her depression, and then in the end, it's like she coexists with it. Like she has to feed it every once in a while, and it's like with her. But it doesn't take over her life. Something like that.
Yeah. I think I
Mental
also
health.
remember- Yes.
The Babadook is mental health.
I think I was really, reading the story in like a literal way. I'm just like,
Fair enough.
yes, their dad died, and now a monster is in their home.
That's fair.
The burden of motherhood during tragedy.
Not too.
Where does it say that?
The chat. But you know,
Oh, the burden of mother.
Or like, I don't know what the word for it is, but just, like this lady's life kind of sucks and everyone hates her kid and all her friends are kind of like tired of her and think she's a burden and like what's scary isn't so much the Babadook. Well, I mean, yeah, he's really scary, but like that no one wants to help her or believes her, or you hear this woman who's like, she's a widow and she's saying, oh, my kid brought home this scary book, and they would just be like, you're fucking nuts. And then so that's more scary, imagining what you would be like if you were a mom in her shoes, trying to tell people that Babadook is real.
I could not do it.
Too hard. I would not sign up for that.
Would not rise to the occasion.
I feel like every time
I'm a
I watch
mom and the Babadook is real? No way.
Thanks.
I already see parents at the park and I'm like, that looks hard.
Hard, yeah.
Yeah.
Rewarding, but it's hard,
I was annoyed that they don't get rid of the Babadook.
Mm.
They don't.
But, horror movies, you're not really supposed to expect a happy ending. But you know what? I was like, I can't wait for them to get this freak out of their house.
I Because a
Then
lot of
he's
times
just
you
like
get that
there.
semi-happy ending, where it's like not happy because people died, but scary, happy.
Yeah. Mhm, yes.
The Babadook is just what a lot of people in Australia actually look like.
Oh, really? Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Hey, Mary, we've got some more spooky viewer art.
Let me see. Ooh, that is spooky.
Ooh.
Ooh. If only I looked like the Babadook. Oh, right. Now I remembered what's scary about the movie. Sorry for spoiling the whole fucking movie. I mean,
I love spoilers.
I feel like it's been out for long enough.
It's true. If you haven't seen it, it's on you.
It's on you. Yeah, I momentarily forgot that a lot of the gist is like, bitch, you're gonna kill your dog and your kid, and it seems like she will do those things. And could you imagine being scared if Babadook tells you that you're gonna kill your dog and your kid, and then you start like thinking, oh my god, I think the Babadook might be right? That's scary.
That is.
Ay, ay, ay. No thanks. Did you guys watch Squid Game?
No.
Don't. It's too scary.
I saw a bit of it. I feel like anytime something gets really popular, I'm like, I'm not watching that. just because I'm like, it sucks. I haven't seen it, but it sucks.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's good.
It's so scary. I got too scared after watching the first episode. And so then I was kind of like, well, I guess I want to know like what the secret surprise is or what the payoff is. But I don't want to like watch a bunch of people die to like, for like 8 hours straight to get to that. So I just went on Wikipedia, read what happens
What's
on the
the
show.
secret?
I can't tell
What's the
you.
big secret?
It came out so recent. I can't spoil it.
Damn, I just don't think I'll watch it.
Well, I guess the overall thing, the big like, wait, what? That you're supposed to want to figure out is like, wait, who's doing this? Like, right? Like all the people are like offered money and then they get like drugged and then they wake up at this scary Coliseum Island. And it's scary, blah blah blah, but you're kind of like, wait, what freak is running this? Who's bankrolling this? What? And it's not like Hunger Games style. It's like no one in the country knows that this exists. It's just like, what like rich weirdo is doing this and why? So that's sort of, I think what you're dying to figure out by the end.
So you went online and you figured it out and you found out.
Yeah.
Is it somebody that if you said it, I would go, wow? Or is it a character that's in the show, and then if you said their name, I would go, I don't know who that is?
I can't spoil it. I think you would go, oh wow, huh? Oh, that's interesting.
Oh shoot.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Is it like a little kid?
Oh,
That would surprise me.
that would be scary.
Is it like a dream that someone's having? Because that would be weird.
It's real.
Oh, that's even worse.
I know! They're all dying and it's real. It's scary. And it's like realistic dying too.
Ooh.
The Babadook was just a dark guy, running around the house.
Yeah.
This was, like a bunch of people getting shot to death. I was like, this like happens for real. I don't think I want to watch this.
Right.
Thank you for asking, Lena. I have watched other Circle shows. I watched Circle France and Circle Brazil.
Oh, there's a bunch of other circle shows?
Yeah. She's
didn't know that.
international.
It's great fun. I love Circle Brazil.
I think that one I haven't watched.
I really learned a lot about Brazilian Portuguese phonetics watching the show. I was like, oh, interesting. That's how they say it. Okay.
Do you speak Portuguese?
No. Just because, what's so crazy, like the entire show is them saying like, circle, text my friend, hey, what's up? Circle, blah, blah, blah. And then they like read, it's like people are speaking out loud in text lingo. They're saying LOL or say ha 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 ha. And so they, they spell JAJA, but they don't say ha ha ha. They say ka 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 ka.
Really,
I had
that's
no
what they say?
idea. I had no idea. And for a lot of words, the letter R, it sounds like an H.
Yes, I knew that.
I had no
That's
idea.
like, I heard that's like in the big city, that's how they say it.
Ooh,
I love a little regionalism like that.
sure.
You're like, ooh.
Or like, I like, ¿cómo se dice? Like local isms of other places that you kind of like don't understand, but are like charming in a way. I'm watching American reality TV and they're saying, I'm from New York, I'm from the Midwest, and I'm like, I understand like what they're trying to imply when they say all of these things. And on Circle Brazil, it's a lot of like, us south of the country people need to stick together. Us coastals should team up. Wow, you have total coastal girl vibes.
I also love like learning what the different regions are, because I'm used to the United States where it's like, okay, West Coast, East Coast, South, Midwest, and sometimes you'll like break it out a little bit. So when it's other places and they're like, oh, they're from the provinces, or they're like,
What does it mean?
yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh.
That's my shit. I like that.
In Argentina, you're either from the city or you're from what they call the interior.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that just means you're not from the city.
Which is wild. It's a massive country. I add to my little spider.
Is it snobby to say someone's from the interior?
It doesn't need to be. It can just be like a matter of fact, almost like saying like you're from the Midwest. But it can imply that the person is less cosmopolitan, I guess.
I studied there for a little bit in college, and they roasted me hard for being Mexican.
Really?
How so?
Like cab drivers.
Funny or bad?
It was funny.
Okay.
It was, I think, mostly like it was like in a jokey way, in a way where it was like there wasn't a joke attached, but it was like, oh, you're ribbing me.
Oh, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Where in
like
Argentina
little-
were you?
In Buenos Aires, yeah. And my family in Mexico, we're from the country, so it wasn't even like, oh, not like a Mexico City person.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. This is from But's Genitals.
Oh my goodness! Scream cheese.
I love it.
But's Genitals. I had no idea that there was a Chucky TV show coming out. Oh, dang. You know, before the show, I couldn't figure out what to paint. And now, you know, I don't regret picking Bride of Chucky, but I feel so foolish that I totally blanked on Hoobie Halloween. I should have done a Hoobie Halloween thing. Oh well, there's always next year.
Hoopy Halloween?
Yeah, I just rewatched it the other day.
Does it hold up?
Yeah.
After 1 year, does it hold up?
Oh, I love your dog.
I know, right? Hello. Hello, little man. Oh my god. Next week, have it be entirely Hoobie Halloween themed? Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
So I'm not much of an artist.
Oh, hush.
So now I'm mostly just coloring in the background, different colors.
That's art.
But I did make my little spider.
Wow.
Did you like Buenos Aires?
I did. To be honest, when I went, I feel like I had very little sense of the place. I was just like, I have to, if I studied abroad there, it was like, basically I was like, how do I get away with finishing college? How can I afford to finish college? And it was by going there.
Really? That was the way to... Wouldn't it have been more expensive to travel?
You would think so, but I went to NYU and really was like, floundering around toward the end.
Sure.
But so I went there. It honestly wasn't much of a difference in the end, but I was like, ooh, I'll try this. But I really liked the city. I think like a little bit of a history nerd, and there's obviously a whole lot. Really anywhere you go, I guess, but it was a cool place to be, where you're like, oh shit, everything is like still very much right on the surface. And there's bookstores everywhere. There's like that one street that is just like lined with bookstores. And I went into a lot of them, mostly on the same day, trying to find a book for a class. And just was like going in store by store, and it turned out I was pronouncing the book in a way that made them not recognize what I meant, because it was a book by Cesaraida called La Villa, or La Villa, in like the Argentine way, and I was saying it Villa because it didn't occur to me. And I was just like La Villa, and finally a bookseller at one store was like, oh, I don't have a book called La Villa by Cesaraida, but I have a book called La Villa by Cesaraida. I was like, all right.
That seems like they're splitting hairs to be annoying.
Yes, which honestly is
Seems like it's clear what you mean.
Exactly. I was like, I think that's just a douchey bookseller.
Yeah.
Thing. So I've had coworkers who do that sort of thing. And it's like, all right. But
where did you live in Buenos Aires?
I was like staying with this woman who did like a homestay situation in Recoleta.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm like, I can't remember if it was Recoleta or Palermo, but it was like right around there. Not very far from the big old cemetery.
Sure, yes.
Are you from there? You sound like you know it very well.
Yeah, I mean, I was born there, and I left when I was 9.
Oh, wow.
So I'm not like, I left when it's like, I can't really say that I like lived there in a way where like I really know it that well, but I go back fairly often. Go back like every other year maybe.
That's really cool.
And yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like I have to start kind of wrapping this guy up or giving him a little more shape or something. I've been noodling too much with, but I give him like kind of boobs or sort of like saggy pecs.
Which feels appropriate for a goblin somehow.
Yeah.
Can he move yet? Does he need a skeleton?
He needs a skeleton. That's probably not going to happen tonight. Might be too much.
Yeah.
I want to do 3D, but it's so hard. You have to like build the character out first. It's different. Like with animation, you just draw it and then you're off. You're going. But with 3D, you gotta like do all this prep work first, and it takes a long time.
Yeah, fuck that.
I can't even begin to wrap my mind around it.
It's like puppet. Like you have to build the puppet first, and then you have to like give it a skeleton, and then you can animate it. Whereas with drawing, you just draw, and you can just keep making drawings to animate it.
Do you ever see, I think it's that, what's it called? Is it 2 Weeks, something or other? The South Park documentary?
Oh, yes, like 6 Days to Air or something.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
It's good.
It is good. And they show, like, the computer models of the characters. And it's really cool. Because you're like, oh, that's how they do it. And that's how they all turn their heads easy.
Yeah, they do it all in 3D software too, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
This is very soothing after a day of being around people. You two are people. You're all people.
Thank
but,
you.
but being in like customer service mode.
Yeah.
This is nice.
Hmm. Oh, that's a good question. What are your Treehouse of Horror style monikers? Scary Boulahan. Scary Goulahan. I mean, there's really a lot.
It could be Felipe Sick Boy.
Ooh.
The sickness is kind of scary, you know?
Yeah.
Like a scary sickness.
Mm-hmm.
Like tuberculosis.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I should stop. I keep tapping myself with the scissors. It's not gonna go well. Maritza, Ghost Tanya's.
Very nice. I'm trying to figure out how to combine your last name with the word monster, and
Oh,
no version in my brain sounds good. Montañez.
Monsters a Montañez. That's
Very cool.
really good. It's gorgeous.
Hauntañez.
Oh,
Oh.
that's really good. I'm like flapping this around. Oh, that's so good. It's a Montañez. Oh, that is great. I'm reeling. Puppy.
Honestly, guys, I think it's my bedtime.
That's fair.
You getting tired?
I don't feel super tired, but I have to tuck my boyfriend into sleep because he has to wake up very, very early tomorrow. He's such a hard worker. He has to wake up early. It's whatever.
You know, I'm really having fun making this goblin, and I thought, what if I was like, no, you have to stay till I finish the goblin.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't do it alone. I need the motivation.
Well, hey, we could keep the feed going.
Right? If someone asked really nicely and I were hosting, I would be like, oh, okay. Yes, so. Like, well, I must.
All right.
We did do an episode once with the George Lucas talk show guys where I was like, I'm tired. I'm gonna go. You guys can stay if you want. And then they just did the show for a while.
Oh my god.
So that's totally an option if you need peer pressure to finish your work.
No, I think I've gotten enough out of this goblin.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
I was gonna start sculpting him and like really adding a lot of details, but I ended up really just focusing on the fundamentals.
Looks good to me.
I haven't made much more headway on the spider. It's just the spider as it was. But I did just at the very last minute think it could be fun because I found this pretty little piece of magazine. If I could make this into a little horn thing, like that you would yell out of, and the spider were yelling boo. It'd be very Halloweeny.
That is Halloweeny. Damn.
I also thought about it looks kind of like smoke. And I thought about making it a fart, but that's less scary and more stupid.
Well, you know, some farts can be scary.
That's true. Oh, this is very fun.
Well, thank you guys for being on the show. You're the perfect guests.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you. This is so fun.
Would you join me in waving at your camera until Forrest turns the show off?
Yeah.
Goodbye, everybody. See you next week. Boo.
Goodbye.
Bye. Goodbye.